Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Beautiful You. In today's video, I'm excited because we're doing a good old-fashioned perfume haul. So I have some new perfumes I've added into my collection and I am excited to share them with you. Some of them were blind buys, some of them were not. Some of them were successes and some of them were not. So I'm very excited to share my new perfumes with you. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. I do mostly beauty, perfume, and makeup on this channel. If you're into that kind of content, I would love it if you would subscribe. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I really appreciate you. If you are interested in seeing the new perfumes I've added into my collection, then just keep on watching. All right, before we get started, I do want to talk to you about a jewelry house that reached out to me. So this is Readyourheart, and they reached out to me and asked if I was interested in trying any of their jewelry, which I of course said yes. I am definitely interested because I love jewelry. I love earrings and I love rings. Those are my two favorite pieces of jewelry and I'm all about it. So they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to collaborate with them, and I told them the same thing I tell everybody who reaches out to me: I need to try your product first. And they were completely cool with that. They told me that they were going to send me a piece of my choosing, and then if I liked it, to feel free to speak about it on my channel. So that's what they did. I went on their website and I picked out this ring right here. Let me show you up close. This is a 3-carat ring and I just love it. It is so beautiful. So let me tell you a little bit about them. They specialize in moissanite gemstones. So they're not diamonds, but they are gemstones that basically look like diamonds. They're not trying to say that they're diamonds. They're not asking you to pass it off as a diamond. It's its own gemstone. So it's actually a gemstone that was found a long time ago in a meteorite. It's a very rare gemstone and they actually manufacture it in the lab now. So some reasons why people would pick a moissanite ring over a diamond is the cost and also ethical reasons. So the fact that this gemstone is created in the lab or replicated in the lab is environmentally friendly. So that's another reason why some people might choose it. So according to their website, they have the same fire and brilliance and also the hardness of an actual diamond. So pretty close on the hardness. I think the moissanite is 9.25 and an actual diamond is 10. So basically what it comes in is this cute little box here, which I'll show you a close-up of in a minute, but it comes in this cute Tiffany blue box, and then it also comes with this cute little gift bag here, and it also comes with this, which you can use to clean it, and then it also comes with a certificate of authenticity. So let me show you everything up close. So as you can see, it comes in this gorgeous Tiffany blue packaging. This is the ring that I chose. It's absolutely gorgeous, super sparkly, and very believable. This is a 3-carat ring. I love the detail on the side as well. So it actually comes with this little pamphlet that tells you everything about it. It tells their story, how they got started. The owner of the company, she actually lost her engagement ring when she was on a trip and she saw a woman wearing a ring. She asked her, she noticed how sparkly it was and how beautiful it was. So according to this has a brilliance and a fire that is actually a little higher than a diamond. So basically what that means is it's a little bit shinier than an actual diamond. It looks beautiful in person. Hopefully I caught it on the close-ups that I showed you. So I'm very happy with this ring. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I've actually been wearing it for a little while. I got this about a week and a half ago in the mail. I've been wearing it every day since, and I've actually received a couple compliments on it. So I'm excited. I think it's super beautiful. If you're looking for something that is an alternative to a diamond, if you don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a diamond, and again, they have earrings and necklaces. It's not just rings or engagement rings. They have all kinds of different selections. If you're just looking for an alternative, maybe you want to be kinder to the environment, you want something ethically sourced, you want to save on money, you know, whatever your reasons are, I think that this is a great alternative to a diamond. It looks absolutely beautiful and I'm so happy with it. I think that the company is a great company. Their customer service was amazing. The people that I talked to were very nice and they were just a great company, you know, just a pleasure to work with. I will leave all the information for Read Your Heart in the description box and also a link to this specific ring if you're interested. I also have a code with them, which is JAX15. It's not an affiliate code. I don't make any money off of it, but it does save you 15% if you do decide to order from them. So again, I'll leave all that information in the description box for you guys. All right, let's get into the perfumes. All right, you guys, I already did a full dedicated review on this perfume, but in case you missed that review, I just want to give you an update on this perfume. This is by Viktor and Rolf. This is Good Fortune. I only got the travel size because I wanted to test it out. I told you guys in that video, basically I liked it, but I didn't love it. I wasn't 100% sure how to feel about the fennel note that's in here, and I've worn it a couple more times, and I have to say it's really not my vibe. I think that this is a good perfume though. Okay, so I do think that this is worth checking out. I think that for the person who is into this kind of scent profile, this is going to be a fantastic perfume. The quality of this perfume is good. So this lasts all day. It has a really great sillage, absolutely no issues with the performance. So whoever likes this is really going to get, you know, good quality, bang for your buck type of situation. You know, this isn't a poor performing perfume or anything like that. This is just a really nice perfume for people who like this kind of scent profile. So what throws me off about this is the fennel note in the opening. The fennel note comes across a little bit herbal, basically. It's kind of green, it's kind of herbal, a little bit spicy-ish, kind of like a spicy herbal note. Has a lot of floral and it has a lot of vanilla. Now, I love floral and I love vanilla, but I'm not the biggest fan of green notes. I really don't enjoy anything herbal in my perfumes. I have a hard time with that. So I do like this. I think it's worth checking out. I think that if you like it, you're really gonna like it. But if you don't like it, then you're really not gonna like it. I think this is a very polarizing perfume. Not for me. I don't think I'll be proceeding with a full bottle. All right, this next one is because of you guys. You guys actually told me that I would love this and you were right. This is by Lancome. This is Idole Aura. This is, I like the bottle. The bottle is so pretty. And I like the color of the juice. It's this pretty pink juice. I like this bottle. I like it. I like how sleek it is. And I don't know, I just think it's pretty. But you guys told me that I would love this scent. This is not a blind buy. I actually tested this out at Ulta before I bought it. I sprayed it on and I did love it, just like you guys said I would, and it's because of the salt. So you guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I love salt in my perfumes. There's something about salt notes in my perfumes that really meshes well with my skin chemistry, and this is no exception. So I'm super happy to have this in my collection finally. Yeah, I love this. So this is basically salt and rose in the opening, and there's a lot of vanilla as well, but the salt and the rose are the two main notes that I get personally. So rose is very strong in here. Don't think, like a lot of people when they think vanilla and salt, they think like Olympia. That is extremely salty and extremely vanilla, amber, sexy kind of fragrance. And I love Olympia, I love it, but this is different. This has salt in it, but it's not as extreme, but it's still there. So if you're sensitive to salt notes, keep that in mind. But there is still a big, big dose of rose in here. So you have to be a fan of rose in order to enjoy this. This is very summertime. It's very appropriate for hot weather. I find it incredibly enjoyable to wear right now in this hot, hot, humid weather that I live in. And yeah, it's just perfect for right now. And somehow, some way, the combination of the salt and rose together, I'm not really sure how, but it kind of reminds me of watermelon. Okay, has anybody else smelled this? Do you own this? Do you get watermelon out of this in any way? Okay, there's no watermelon notes in here. And I'm not saying everybody's gonna get watermelon because I can't guarantee that's how your nose is gonna interpret this, but for me, I do get this like watermelon feel, even though there are no fruity notes in here. The performance is really good, lasts all day, beautiful little sillage, definitely perfect for hot weather, and I've just really been enjoying this one and very happy to finally have it in my collection. Okay, this next one was a blind buy, and this is by Mancera. This is Coco Vanille. I was definitely in the mood when I was shopping for some new perfumes. I wanted to get some really good summertime perfumes. Like I said, right now it is very hot and very humid where I live, so I'm looking for perfumes right now that are just going to perform really well in the hot weather, that are not going to suffocate me. I've heard a lot of people talking about this one. I've been watching a lot of like best perfumes for summer videos, and this one seemed to pop up in like everybody's favorite summertime fragrances. So this one has coconut and white peach in the opening, and I do get that white peach in here, which I'm super excited about, because sometimes peach just doesn't show up. I don't know what the deal is with my nose. Like sometimes I just can't pick up peach, but I love peach. So I always want to smell peach, but I rarely like smell it in a perfume unless it's like a peach centric fragrance. Obviously then I smell peach, but you know what I mean? Like if it's just a note in a perfume, sometimes I can't pick it up, but I do pick it up in here, and I'm so happy about that. So coconut and peach in the opening, and then in the mid you have tiare flower, ylang ylang, and jasmine. I don't pick up a whole lot of jasmine. I just get a lot of those like tropical smelling flowers. So pretty. And then in the base you have vanilla, you have musk, and some woody notes. So I definitely get the vanilla. Yeah, this is really beautiful. I really like this a lot. I am super happy I got this. Like I said, it was a blind buy for me, and I've been wearing it in the hot weather, and it has been incredibly enjoyable and easy to wear. Now this is pretty sweet, so keep that in mind. If you're not someone who likes to wear sweet fragrances in the heat, then I'm not sure that this will be for you. Another thing I want to mention is that the coconut isn't like the most realistic coconut on the planet. It does have a little tiny touch of like a suntan lotion vibe, so if you don't like that, I'm not sure. Yeah, the coconut doesn't smell all that realistic. I don't want to say suntan lotion, like this perfume doesn't smell overly suntanny, but the coconut in here smells like coconut in a suntan lotion, if that makes sense. The other thing about this perfume that surprised me is that this is not a beast mode fragrance, which really shocked me because I've never tried a Mancera fragrance that wasn't beast. I mean, Mancera and Montal are known to just be strong perfumes. Maybe they did that on purpose, since this is a fragrance that's meant to be worn in hot weather and they didn't want us to be like dying. So they toned it down. I'm not sure, but this one's actually not a beast. It's actually really easy to wear. Very like everyday hot weather, summertime appropriate. That's what you're looking for, then I highly recommend Coco Vanille by the House of Mancera. All right, you guys, I have been experimenting with layering. So I'm not the best at layering perfumes. I don't feel comfortable layering perfumes, so I'm kind of starting out slow. Bath & Body Works had this like big giant sale not too long ago, and I picked up a ton of lotions. A ton, which I'm actually going to do a video pairing. I got like 16 lotions. I went a little crazy, okay? I tried to pick lotions where I had notes where I had corresponding perfumes of, if that makes sense, so that I could layer them together. Just kind of starting out nice and slow with layering. So I'm actually going to do a video about all the different lotions that I picked up and body creams from Bath & Body Works and the perfumes that I've been pairing them with. And I've had some fun doing that, let me tell you. I've had some major successes doing that as well, but stay tuned for that video. But anyway, I also wanted to try a perfume oil, and a really safe one I felt would be a good start is this one by Nest. This is Madagascar Vanilla, and this is a rollerball perfume oil. And I thought, you know, this would just be a great start, like layering for dummies, right? Because it's vanilla, you know? You can basically add vanilla to almost any fragrance and it's gonna go together. It's not gonna make it smell funky, especially if it already has vanilla in it. But if you want to sweeten something up, just add vanilla. So I thought, you know what? Let's give this a shot. And it's actually really, really nice. I tested this out before. This wasn't a blind buy. I actually had a sample of this in my little sampler kit from Sephora. It was Best of Vanillas from Sephora. And I tried this out and I was like, oh, it's nice. Kind of boring though. Just your basic kind of vanilla, which is really all this really is. But it smells really good and it helps with layering. And that's basically what I bought it for. So I don't really ever wear this on its own. But when I want to add vanilla to a fragrance if I want to give it more of that sweet vanilla oomph. I've been putting this down first. You know, I've just been kind of rolling this on and then spraying the perfume on top. So the top notes is vanilla bean, then you have vanilla orchid, and then you have coconut in the base. So it's not just vanilla, but mostly I just pick up vanilla. I've really been enjoying that combination of layering this perfume oil. It does help with the longevity of perfumes. If I want something to last just a little bit more, I'm noticing that layering helps to kind of like amplify notes in my perfume. So when I put down a lotion or an oil and then I spray perfume on top, I'm noticing that it does help to make a perfume project a little bit more, and it does help with the longevity. So definitely having fun experimenting with this perfume oil, and I think this is really great if you are interested in layering. So really have been enjoying this one. And a new perfume that I have been layering with the Madagascar Vanilla from Nest is this one from Mixbar. So this is Vanilla Bourbon. I heard a lot of people talking about these perfumes. These are perfumes that you can find at Target. So I was at Target not too long ago and I was looking around and I saw this in store and I thought I need to check this out. This is incredibly affordable. It is only $18 I think I paid for this bottle. And it's actually pretty good, you guys. This is definitely a blind buy. I'd never smelled it before, but I was surprised. I was kind of surprised at how much I like this. Now, this is not a typical vanilla. It's not just vanilla bourbon. There's some sass to this perfume. So in the opening, you have black pepper and bergamot. And I have to say that black pepper kind of threw me off a little bit at first, but it's actually really pretty. I really enjoy it. It's not too much to my nose, like it's not over the top black pepper. It's not overly spicy, but it does give it a fun little kick. I really like it. And then in the middle you have jasmine, vanilla orchid, and apple blossom, which I think is pretty fun. And then in the base you have Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. So I've actually been layering my oil with this because the performance on this is just okay. It's not beast mode, it's moderate. You know, I kind of wish it was a little bit longer lasting. The sillage is actually pretty nice while it lasts, but I really only get about 4 hours out of this perfume until it's gone. So layering it with the oil has actually been helping to extend the life of the perfume. I was just expecting a boring vanilla, everyday basic boring vanilla, but this has some sass, it has a little pizzazz, it has a little bit of a spicy kick, and I think it's a lot of fun. Some people were saying that it kind of reminds them of By the Fireplace, but I mean, I kind of get that a little bit. It does have a little bit of like this, like a spicy kick to it. By the Fireplace is very strong to me in the like burning chestnut. It literally smells like you're sitting by a fireplace. Where this one, this one has a little bit of that spicy black pepper in it. And it like very slightly reminds me of By the Fireplace, but in a much lighter, much more wearable, in my opinion, much more feminine type of way. This is a 50 ml bottle, and like I said, I got it for $18, so super affordable. This makes me want to try out more from the Mixbar. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any Mixbar fragrances that you've tried that you think I would like, let me know in the comment section. All right, so another blind buy that I got is by Rihanna, and this is Reb'l Fleur. So this is a very affordable fragrance. I don't know, I paid like less than $20 for this, and I was super curious because this is a tester bottle, by the way, I think, which is one of the reasons why I got it for a very inexpensive price, because I think normally this retails for like 30 something dollars. A lot of people have been talking about this. It's not talked about as much anymore as it used to be, but at one point this fragrance was hyped up on YouTube big time. So I went ahead and just blind bought it because it was very, pretty inexpensive, and I was just super, super curious about it. First of all, I hate this bottle. Like, there's no good way to hold this, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fan of the bottle. That's okay, because it really just matters about the juice inside. And I have to say, I was a little disappointed when I smelled it. This has a lot of notes in it. So the opening has peach, plum, and red berries. So definitely a fruity kind of opening. And then you have some coconut, tuberose, hibiscus, and violet. So it does have a tiny bit of like a tropical twist with the coconut. And then you have vanilla, patchouli, musk, and amber in the base. Just gonna give it a little spray here to refresh my memory. So yeah, this is actually not a bad fragrance at all. It actually kind of smells better than when I first tested it out. Maybe I just needed to let it sit. It smells nice. Like, it's nice. It's a nice fragrance. I guess for the price, what can I complain about? You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a masterpiece probably. For me, I just don't understand the hype behind this perfume. Like, it was so hyped up. Like, it was the best celebrity scent you could get at one point, you know what I mean? And I remember just thinking, wow, I really need to try this. And I guess I just kind of had it hyped up in my head. Let me put it on my skin and see. When you first spray it on your skin, it has a huge blast of alcohol. And I remember getting that when I first got this. And the first thing I pick up is that big blast of plum, which I'm not always the biggest fan of plum. So the plum does come out pretty strong, and like those red berries. And again, I don't get much of the peach. There's peach in here, but I don't get a lot of peach. I really don't get a ton of the coconut. I just kind of get a little bit of a floral. I think there's hibiscus, violet, and tuberose in here. Kind of just a general floral scent. And then the base, I get some patchouli and some musk mostly. Yeah, it actually smells better on paper than it does on my skin. I'm not like the biggest fan of this perfume. It's not really working out for me all that much. I need to wear it a little bit more and get a little bit more familiar with it before I make my final decision. I'm not saying I'm going to declutter this yet. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. So I will keep you updated on this perfume, but I'm a little disappointed in it. I do really hate the bottle, and the scent is just okay to me. It's just kind of meh. All right, you guys, I did it finally. I've been talking about doing it for a few months now. I think ever since I reviewed Viktor and Rolf's Ruby Orchid, I've been talking about getting the OG Flowerbomb, and I finally did. I finally have the OG Flowerbomb in my collection. When did this perfume come out? Like 2005? So in 2022, I have Flowerbomb now in my collection. Talk about being late to the party. Honestly, you guys, when this perfume first came out, I didn't like it. So I wasn't really that big of a fan of patchouli back in the day. I wasn't as big of a fan of perfumes as I am now, and I didn't have an open mind about perfumes. It was like I had what I liked and that was it. I only had a couple of perfumes at the time that I wore, and I just didn't really love Flowerbomb. So Ruby Orchid came out. I tried this. I had a sample of this. I tried the sample against Ruby Orchid to kind of compare, and that's when it started. I was like, wait a minute. I really, really love Flowerbomb. Can't deny it. Like, I can't fight this feeling any longer. I'm very happy to have this. This is a classic, and I'm just happy to have it in my collection. I think a lot of people feel like this is overdone, oversaturated, but to me it feels like a brand new shiny perfume, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'll put the notes up on the screen, but I think we all know what Flowerbomb smells like at this point. So this is just a very sweet, floral, feminine fragrance that I absolutely love. It's very, very girly. Like, I feel very feminine when I wear this perfume, just very sweet smelling without it being overly sweet. The florals that are in here, I mean, it is quite literally a flower bomb, lots of florals, so you definitely have to be a fan of that. But mostly you have to be a fan of that sexy dark patchouli. But this is the patchouli that I love. This is the type of patchouli that I have fallen just head over heels in love with. The type of patchouli I find in a lot of Chanel fragrances, just that classy base that darkens and deepens up a perfume a little bit, gives it some character, some depth. And it smells like a clean patchouli, just a warm patchouli. It warms up the fragrance, and it just makes it so damn good, in my opinion. So this patchouli is in a lot of the Chanel ones that I love. This type of patchouli is in Miss Dior, the 2017 version. I am just a sucker for that kind of patchouli in my fragrances, and that is what is in here. There's also vanilla and musk, which are three of my favorite base notes. So yeah, I'm so glad I have this. Again, I'm sure we all know what Flowerbomb smells like at this point, but here it is finally in my collection. Okay, this next one I'm super duper excited about because this was a crazy wild success. So a while back ago, I did a video testing out popular hyped up perfumes that I was super curious about, and I tried by the House of BDK Rouge Smoking. So I told you guys I had a sample of it, and I told you guys that I loved it. I told you that I just love the way that it smelled, and I absolutely wanted to buy a bottle of it. After that video, I watched a few reviews on Rouge Smoking, and I got a little nervous because people were saying that the performance was not very good. And that is an expensive perfume. Performance is definitely important to me. I definitely want my perfumes to last, and I want to be able to get wafts of them. They do not have to be beast mode, but I do want them to be present. And so I just got really, really nervous. So I decided that I would order a decant. So I have a subscription service through Royalty Scents, and they have Rouge Smoking on the website. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a decant of Rouge Smoking and test it out and see about the longevity, because it's kind of tricky. This fragrance is tricky. So the sample that I had, I sprayed on my hand, and it was strong. It was a strong scent. It was really spicy and cherry. It smells like a spicy cherry Coca-Cola. Some people say it smells like a spicy cherry Dr. Pepper. I've even heard some people say kind of reminds them of root beer, but it definitely has that like cola vibe to it. So to me, it's very spicy with the pink pepper in the opening, and then it has some cherry, and then it has like this delicious like cola vibe to it that I find intoxicatingly good. It's really, really strong and intense when you first spray it. So in my mind, I thought, oh, this is going to be a good performing perfume. But I'm glad I got the decant, because I have been wearing the crap out of this decant, you guys. I got this not that long ago, and I have just been spraying it, testing it, trying to figure out if I'm going to actually buy a bottle. So while it's pretty strong for the first 30 minutes, it quickly dies down and becomes a skin scent. And I found myself after about an hour of wearing this perfume struggling and straining to smell it. It just has no projection after just like a short amount of time, like an hour max. I just love the way it smells, but I can't buy a bottle of something that only gives me enjoyment for an hour. So I was a little bummed and a little bit disappointed, to say the least. However, I found out that the House of Duo, which is a dupe house, by the way, this video is not sponsored by them. They did not send me this perfume, and they don't even know I'm talking about it. They didn't ask me to talk about this. I paid for this with my own money, but I had heard from a couple of people that the House of Dua had a dupe for Rouge Smoking, and that is She Loves Red. So I thought, you know what, I need to give it a try, because everybody was saying it smelled exactly like Rouge Smoking, except it lasts longer and actually projects. So this is actually an extrait de parfum, which is a higher oil concentration than an eau de parfum. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so good. This is such a good dupe, okay? I was so happy when I got this and tested it out. I wore this yesterday, and it performs so much better than the OG Rouge Smoking. I mean, I smelled it on me all day. It definitely gave me wafts. I wouldn't call this a beast, like it's not a beast mode, even though it is an extrait de parfum, but it is a very good performing perfume. Now let's talk about how similar are these two. 95% similar. And the only difference, the reason why I'm not giving it 100% is because in the opening, this one's actually stronger. For the first like 30 minutes, when you spray this one's a little bit more spicy. It's a little bit more potent and a little bit more strong than when you first spray this one. After a very short amount of time, this one starts to die down and becomes a skin scent, where this one does not. In the mid and dry down, these are identical. This retails for $60. I mean, it's a fraction of the price of Rouge Smoking. Have no desire whatsoever to buy the OG Rouge Smoking now. Very happy with this one. I'm super stoked, because I get my Rouge Smoking, a version of Rouge Smoking, something that smells almost exactly like Rouge Smoking, but actually performs. Definitely recommend She Loves Red by the House of Dua. All right, you guys, and that is it for today's video. Those are the new perfumes that I've added into my collection. I will keep you updated on a couple of these, like this one especially. I'll let you know. This one's on the chopping block. It might be in an upcoming declutter, which that video should be coming soon once I figure out what I'm actually going to declutter. Let me know if you've tried any of these perfumes and what your thoughts are on them. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!